sitting on a giant shoulder, who's with tonight's playing again, Paige Bueckers.
Paige Bueckers. Now, you guys secured the win at home for the final game. How you feeling? Feeling great. We're extremely grateful for the support the entire year. The results are pouring out partnership. We're still with us. So we appreciate it. Wouldn't be possible without you. We want to keep doing something very, very special here, and you guys are a huge part of that. So we appreciate you. Thank you guys. That tower, Paige. Right there, baby.
Paige Bueckers acts outside the locker room, which set up Wings for future success. Fans kept demanding it. A stronger supporting cast, a true running mate to lean on when she was gassed, someone to feed her energy when she was cooking on court, someone to carry the ball when she couldn't. Their voices filled arenas, timelines, and even veered into threats. We saw the point there because Paige Bueckers gave Dallas everything, 44 points on a jaw-dropping 17 of 21 shooting night. She crossed up defenders with Kyrie-like flair, matched Cynthia Cooper's rookie scoring record, and still walked off on the wrong side of an 81-80 scoreline against the Sparks. That game also ended Bueckers' playoff hopes in what was rather a historic rookie campaign. Because while Bueckers was carrying the entire offense, 13 of the team's 18 fourth-quarter points, her teammates managed one lonely bucket and 3 turnovers. The rest of the roster shot just 31% and turned her best performance into one of the cruelest what-ifs in WNBA rookie history. However, context matters. That night was already an uphill climb with Arik Ogunbowl sidelined by injury. It stripped Dallas of its most reliable second scoring option. But if you thought all the pressure since that night would fracture the locker room, Paige herself killed that narrative tonight. After their latest win over the Mercury, a reporter asked about her bond with her teammates. She didn't hesitate, practically glowing as she answered because all her faith paid off and set the Wings up for future success. It's the little stuff and like the really meaningful relationships that mean a lot to me. Then she rattled off the fun like she was describing a college dorm vibe. So like playing Uno, going to Enrique's house, like just hanging out and kicking it as a team at the apartments. Little stuff like that goes a long way in terms of your on-court chemistry. That sounds like best friends hanging out while subtly building their chemistry for the future matchups, and honestly, they needed that dynamic. At one point, the Wings were staring at a brutal 1-11 record, the worst in the WNBA. Today, they can at least say the season ended on a high note with double-digit wins, even if they're still buried at the bottom of the standings. For Paige, though, the standings don't tell the whole story. For the rebuilding Wings, the locker room has been one of the few bright spots in a season defined by setbacks. Injuries have piled up. 5 players, including Ogunbowl, were ruled out for Thursday's game, proof of the challenges Dallas has faced all year. So, it makes sense why Bueckers and even Chris Cocklane's favorite moments of the season came off the court. The stuff off the court, like playing card games on the plane, Bueckers said Wednesday when asked about her favorite part of the season. Just bonding, going out to eat. Hanging out is the stuff that's most fun to me. Meanwhile, for Cocklane's, the moment came when Wings beat the Seattle Storm on the road in their first game following the All-Star break, and the team made a trip to Napa Valley. Those are the trips that bring the perspective back to you, Cocklane said. You play 44 games in such a short time. You get wrapped up in the highs and the lows and the basketball and the X's and the O's, and you forget about the people and the person behind the player, so that was a good reset for me. Hence, Bueckers summed it up with one last reflection post-game. I feel like just the relationships and how close we've gotten as a team, and whoever was in, whoever was out, we just remained resilient and showed a lot of strength together. So I think that's been the most meaningful thing. Tonight, that resilience she kept preaching about and Paige's faith in her teammates finally paid off as the Dallas Wings are heading into the offseason on a high note, closing their rocky campaign with a commanding 97-76 win over the Phoenix Mercury on Thursday night inside College Park Center. Let's see how they did it. Paige Bueckers' teammates finally showed up. The night didn't start easily because Phoenix actually held the early lead in the first quarter. But the game's momentum swung sharply once the Mercury began resting their starters. None of Phoenix's starters logged more than 20 minutes, and Dallas pounced. By halftime, the Wings were up 10, and by the end of the third quarter, they had doubled that margin. At one point, the lead ballooned to 27. Of course, number 1 overall pick Paige Bueckers was at the center of it all. She led all scorers with 24 points, once again proving why her name keeps rewriting the WNBA rookie record book. This time, she added new milestones in both points and assists that put her alongside some of the league's legends. But the real story is that for once, Bueckers didn't have to do it alone. Amy Okonkwo and Isaiah James each erupted for 20 points off the bench. They gave Dallas the kind of secondary scoring punch they've been begging for all year. Maddie Siegrist chipped in 10 more to round out the balance. As a group, the Wings looked confident, connected, and finally showed flashes of what they could be with everyone clicking. The victory snapped a grueling 10-game losing streak, giving Dallas at least one bright spot to smile about as they head home for the winter. Their 97 points also marked their third highest scoring total of the season, only trailing the 109 and 98 they hung on the Sun and the Mercury. The symmetry almost felt fitting, like the Wings needed Phoenix on the schedule to remember how to score in bunches. Still, even with the win, questions hang in the air about their moves for the next season. However, for now, the Wings can exhale. After a year that began at 1-11 and rarely offered sunlight, they finally have a night to remember and maybe even a foundation to build on.
But you had a historic night tonight. You passed Sue Bird at the all-time rookie for assists. How did that feel? She's a UConn alum, and she means a lot to you. She's poured into you as well. Just from your perspective, what does that mean?
Yeah, Sue is one of my role models. I look up to her tremendously. To be able to be in a room and in a space with her name. She's one of the greats, one of the legends, one of my goats. So to be able to share that space is, she would tell you too, assists are because your teammates need to shine, put you in position. So it's a huge credit to all of her teammates, all of my teammates who have been there along the way to make all of it.
Not only assists, but you did also pass Aja Wilson in all-time scoring for rookies as well. You watched her growing up playing. What does that mean to you?
Again, along with Sue, just one of the GOATs. So to be able to be in that space, just to see her career continue to unfold, having another MVP type season. She's one of the legends of the game already, just a winner and competitor at heart. So again, to be in those spaces, it means everything.
Only after watching this great rookie season by Paige Bueckers can a person really appreciate the unworldly, generational talent of a rookie season Caitlin Clark gave us in 2024.
For the athletes first, and then we'll move to coach. Questions for the athletes.
Paige, at the end of the game, you had an opportunity to address the fans, and you just kind of had a note of encouragement. The results are coming. Just asking the fans to kind of stay with you guys. What do you kind of see as the future for this franchise, especially based off such a fun game tonight?
Just a whole bunch of potential, and it showed up in so many different stories this season. I feel like there's so many different things that have captivated what we've been through as a team and how much we've overcame. And it started with, it started from the beginning of the season. Obviously, you have trades, you have people in and out. I don't know if this was like the first or the second time ever in league history that there was an extreme hardship. So we're sitting in the locker room before the game with 7 people. I think you need 8 available. Kristen's getting her physical, and she comes in and we ask her if she passed, and we all stand up and cheer because we can play a game today. Fellow rooks Zan and JJ, just a couple of them like coming in, being behind, like me, Reek, Ty, Nay at the beginning of the season, not knowing what their role was going to be, and they just put their head down and kept working. And then they came in and played vital roles in and out of the starting lineup, never complained once, just were the first ones in the gym, last ones to leave, and they just kept working, kept staying positive, kept staying ready. And then you got like Haley and Grace, who got waived from their beginning teams, and then they come in here and have immediate impact, and it played a huge role in what we were for the rest of the season in the starting lineup. So I wish I could go and tell everybody's stories, and just so many people getting their first opportunity in the league to be able to share that with them. just to share some of the stories and how much we've stuck together through it all and how close we've gotten and how much adversity we've been through. I've been through a lot of adversity at UConn, and you see the progression and the strength that it continues to build for you as an individual, but as a collective as well, and how much that does for you in the long run. So to get these reps, for us as rookies especially, to just be with this group, I wouldn't trade this rookie year for anything. People can look at the results and say, how can you be so happy with a 10-win season? But I know I'll look back at the end of my career and be really appreciative for this rookie season as long as everybody else.
That it?
Mic drop.
Talk about your growth. Can you talk about how you feel like you've grown this season? What you've learned about maybe yourself as a player as you've gone through all the injuries, all the adversity you talked about that you faced?
Yeah, just staying steadfast in your faith, believing and knowing that everything that you're going through is happening for a reason, and produces perseverance and resilience, strength for you to lean back on when times are great. And then just continue to find my leadership role and voice as a rookie. Just wanting to come and gain everybody's respect, and then as you gain it, you gain everybody's respect to be able to use your voice. And then just being disciplined, super disciplined regardless of the results. Showing up to work the same way you would if we were 34-10 as if we're 10-34. So just staying super disciplined in that, remaining in my faith, and just leaning on the support system that's around us.
Dorothy?
Can you talk about the emotions you have right now, finishing your rookie season, just everything from top to bottom, just, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, just like P said, so many stories to tell about this season. I'm just grateful to, just be around this community. Everyone here helps everyone. We're just a big family here, and, I just can't wait to, do it again next season.
For either player, what has it meant to you to just see those fans stick by you throughout the season?
Yeah, it's been good. The season has been great, but, they stuck beside us the whole time, and, tonight was their night, and, we had to give it back to them today.
The AFL-CIO held a protest outside the arena before the game, kind of supporting the WNBA players going for pay in their upcoming CBA. Can you talk about what it meant to get that support from the union and from fans outside who kind of came to say, you guys, should get what you deserve, kind of echoing the shirts?
Yeah, it means a lot because, it's not a lonely fight that we're fighting. We need a collective group and unity and united front to be able to get that support. It means a lot because we're trying to reach as many voices as we can, have as many people have our backs as we can, because we know how important we are to this league, and we're very grateful for the people who have paved the way before us, who have given this opportunity for us to play and continue to make money and continue to help the game grow. And then it's all about the next generation and what we feel like the game and the trajectory it's growing in and what the women in this league deserve. We just sacrifice so much, our time, bodies, our energy, and so we just believe we're a huge part in this, and we believe we should be rewarded that way. I feel, and to have that support from the fans and from people who are outside of the game as well, it means a lot.
For you both, we know no one makes it this far alone. What would you say to your family, your tribe that's been supporting you throughout this season?
Yeah, I just want to say I love them, just so thankful for them. My mom texts me every day, every game, just to lift me up, and the rest of my family have my back as well. So just to have that grace and that love, it just keeps your head up and for you to keep going.
Yeah, same as their love is unconditional, whether you win or lose, whether you score 0 points or score 30 points. So to be able to have that as your foundation and know that you're getting their love regardless of anything on the court, it's settling and peaceful.
Paige, the second quarter, was a really impressive one for the team. Just what were some of the things you saw from that, and then just some of the overall execution things offensively that you liked from this game?
Yeah, I think we just cleaned up a lot of our sloppy mistakes defensively from the first quarter of rotating, being in and help, but also guarding the three-point line. And then offensively, we just got out in transition. We're really aggressive, got high leads, played with a very fast pace, which led us to get into the paint and create opportunities that way. So we just really played collectively, and this was an entire 40 minutes of team basketball. So it was really fun to be out there. But, yeah, that second quarter sparked it.
You guys, both rookies, you also have rookie head coach. Talk about Coach Chris and what you learned from him on this season. Just kind of how he helped you in your rookie year.
Yeah, he helped me personally a lot. I came in here just kind of shallow, not, thinking high of myself. And, he brought that type dog out of me, him and Kurt as well. He just taught me a lot of patience. And, I'm so fast and my mind be racing. So he just, just teach me how to slow down and, just trust myself and allow my shots to come to me.
Yeah, I think the team embodies the attitude of your leader. And for him to continue to show up every single day at work and pour into all of us, give us confidence when there's a lot going on the outside. It means a lot to us as a team for him to put that all aside and continue to show up for us at work and be the type of leader that he is. And then just like as I was talking about, just him pouring into us as players, me especially like being able to use my voice and him telling me that he wants me to and giving me that confidence too. And then just as a rookie, there's so many new terminologies and schemes and navigating the physicality, offensive, defensively, just learning how to do that, watching film, growing in film. You can't practice as much with the insane schedule, the travel and all of that. So just being really attentive in film and learning a lot that way, he's helped all of us.
Andrew on the Zoom.
Pam, thank you very much. First for you, Isaiah, what was your favorite moment of many with Paige this season? And Paige, likewise you, what was your favorite moment with Isaiah of many moments this season? So first for you, Isaiah.
Man, I don't know. There's so many memories with this girl. She was like, it's crazy. I'll say when me, her, and JJ went off. The rookie night.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix again. No, but that was just fun. Just to play with her and just to flow with her and just get buckets together. It's just a sister bond right here, for sure.
Go to Rob on the Zoom.
Thank you. Rob Tiongson, the podium finish. Paige, thank you for your kindness and respect all season long to us in the press. Now looking back, when did you start to feel your confidence and rhythm really click this year on the court? And looking back, what are you most proud of in terms of building a foundation for long-term success here in Dallas versus what you anticipated back in New York on draft night?
I feel like just being able to get a couple games under your belt, kind of navigating the first couple games and realizing what your team is going to need from you, how to navigate being in the pros, the physicality, the speed, the pace. So once you get a couple games under your belt and you learn and you grow and you watch film, you gain confidence, but that's throughout the entire season. And my teammates and coaching staff just pouring into me. So that's been an ongoing thing. And honestly, I'm just most proud of truly everything, the way we handled the adversity, the way we handled different people being in and out of the lineups, just how we stuck together as a team. That's something that's like you can't teach. You can't teach like resilience, a fight, like a dogness, like in a faith. That's something that's in you, and I felt like we all embodied that as a team and a coaching staff, and we just continue to show up for each other and go to war with each other and just love each other through everything and maintain joyful, passionate, and obviously every dog has their day, and to be able to lean on somebody and pick them up and have somebody else pick you up, there's so many things to be proud of throughout this entire season.
Players, thank you.
Thank you.
Paige Bueckers ended her rookie season with a 47.7 FG%, highest of any guard in the top 50 in scoring. Roadie and All WNBA.